today and still wearing the same clothes. Hi! I think my video just didn't start when it was supposed to. Anyways, okay, here I am. This is Monica. I'm with Plaster Bath Crafts, and I am here today to show you a fun little craft. This craft is not like my standard craft. Usually I do kind of farmhousey or whimsical type items, but today I'm going to make something that's a little bit more romantic, you know. You could call it kind of farmhousey too, modern farmhouse. So I wanted to show you my latest project. This is my latest little cake. And the chocolate bunny on the top here is removable, and you can just set them on there. If you want to keep him permanently on there, then you can go ahead and add your own glue. But this way you have a beautiful spring cake that will last all season. Beautiful gold accents. I don't know if you can see that on there, but anyways, that's that. Now, in my last video, I showed you my little cupcakes, my little Easter cupcakes. And this is another one of my happy little creations. This one is a bunny mug. And inside of it, you will see all kinds of goodies. I've got a macaron, I've got, you know, all kinds of good stuff. That's a top hat with bunny ears. Look at that little guy on the top. Isn't he so cute? And that little guy, oh my, he just makes my heart melt. Anyways, I just wanted to give you a quick little look at that so you knew what was going on in my new Easter stuff. I've also got this cute little guy. And boy, I don't know about that lighting. Ooh. Anyways, that's there too. And I'm working on these. I have not listed them yet, but I am working on them. Are these just not the cutest? They are donuts! Donuts! Who doesn't love a donut? Donut lollipops. Great decoration for your Easter tree. Maybe your other arrangements. Whatever. So I'm working on those. I'm not quite finished, and I plan to do a tutorial on these guys too in the near future. So make sure you tune in for that one. If you do not already get notifications, please turn those on. And I will also be posting these to YouTube. Again, glassbirdbathcrafts.etsy. I think on YouTube it's just Glassbird Bath Crafts. So make sure you check them out. All right, I'm trying to dabble a little bit in the social media things, you know, like TikTok and what's that other one? Not YouTube. I can't even think of it right now. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sure if I was live, you guys would help me out. Instagram. That's what I was looking for. Instagram. So I'd love to kind of explore and do a little bit more with those, but unfortunately I'm too old to be a really techie person, so I struggle. And all I can do is what I can do. So, and I know that I can sit here and do some videos for you, so that is why we are here together. Okay, without further ado, let's get started on our project. So I have here today, oh, go up there. I have here today some florals, and I also have, oh, pardon my reach. I also have some bling bling on a roll. I have some other ribbons. Just not sure what we're going to use just yet. I'm really digging this leopard print, as you can see. So, okay. And I have some Mod Podge. I have picture frame. I have the remnants from a sticker that I got from Dollar Tree. I've already used the other half on something else. So $1, and I got 2 projects out of it. So that's very, very reasonably priced. And I have, let's see what else we got here. Oh, I brought my blow dryer. I don't have a heat gun, but I have a blow dryer, so I brought it and I'm prepared. If something needs drying, I'm gonna dry it. So let's just set that aside for now. And I got a couple little miscellaneous little items. And I have this I just printed off the computer. It's a very pretty little background paper that has some flowers and some French words on it. I just downloaded it from free clip art stuff and put it on my computer and then printed it. And then I have this. This. And yeah. Most of you are wondering why I'm doing a Christmas craft, but I'm not. This just happens to be a board that I had left over from Christmas. And it has a little chalk thing in the center, but that doesn't really matter. I'm going to give it a light little sanding. Set those guys aside for now. And I have some sandpaper here somewhere. I'm telling you guys, I used to live in the South. Back when I was younger, I lived in Georgia with my daddy and my mama B and my sisters. So I pick up the accent, the Southern accent, really quick, and I kind of like it. So y'all will be seeing and hearing more of my Southern drawl in the near future. Alrighty. Just give it a quick little sanding. I like to take off the sheen. Seems like the paint sticks better. And like I said, I think this one had like a chalkboard in the middle, so I want to make sure I got that off. Okay. I did a little reorganizing around here, trying to get my stuff. I added a little black shelf, and so I've got some stuff on it. When it comes time to move, I'm gonna have to obviously take it down because I can't travel with it like that. I got all my little sprinkles and all my tools, so it's gonna have to come down. But for now, if it keeps me coming back and seeing y'all, then that makes me happy girl. All right, just gonna give it a quick wipe down. I have a paper towel, but honestly I don't think it's going to do any good, not any more than what I just did. I probably should have a baby wipe, but I don't have any babies. Thank God I'm done with babies. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to start by, I probably don't need to, but I am going to start by laying down a coat of Plaster colored Waverly chalk paint. And the reason I'm going to do that is because this stuff is kind of dark, and I'm going to be applying this sheet over top of it, and I just don't want to take any chances that it might show through. If you're not using this exact board or you're using something else, you go right ahead and Mod Podge right over top of it. But because I'm not using that, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to be on the safe side. Okay, here's a big brush. That'll work. A little stiff, but it'll work. Okay, actually, not very much paint left in this, so I'm just gonna pour it right on this so I can get it painted. And I am going to. Ooh, isn't that lovely? Look how nice chalk paint covers. I am going to paint the back of it too, but I'm not going to paint the back of it right now, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to. No, it's because that would be something that I would probably do in advance so that it was already done and prepped. But trust me, this item will be going in my Etsy shop as well, and so I want to make sure that it is very finished and polished so that it looks nice for you guys. Alrighty. Ooh, I got some paint on my cutting board. Oh well. I did bring some water for the paintbrush, but I think I forgot to get. I should have probably grabbed something to wipe things down in case I make boo-boos. I'm just gonna steal a little bit of paint out of here. I mean water. Water. Steal some water out of there. Oh, didn't even come out. Whoopsie. Came out now, all over me. Whoopsie. Alright, I'm just gonna get this off that cutting board real quick. I like to keep my work surfaces clean and organized if I can. You should have seen me yesterday though. Oh my goodness. I'm working on Easter and I have a little bit of extra time right now. And so I brought in my Easter stuff. And I have a few bins, to say it lightly. And don't even ask. I had a storage unit and I just gave it up. So I have all of my things very, very organized and strategically stored under the front part of my RV. And you guys would see so funny. I created a canvas. I used painter's tarps actually, and I got some little sticky command strips, and I taped those along that area of the front nose. Anybody that's had an RV or seen an RV is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, it's a fifth wheel. Excuse me. Gosh, I'm gonna have to get a drink. I got the tickle in my throat. Okay, guys, I apologize. I am back. I brought my drink with me in case I get the tickle again. So, and then I got 2 painter's tarps, and believe it or not, it's miraculous, but these 2 come around the edges and they meet right in the middle, and I've got some clamps keeping them shut, very discreet, and all my stuff is under there. So I'm really excited because I love to craft, and when my stuff was in storage, it was so far away, and then we moved, so it was like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive one way. And so I brought, you know, like some of the items that I thought that I might sell, and so I put those in underneath the trailer, all the while moving my husband's stuff over there wherever, and he complains every time he opens it because, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? You always move my stuff. So, gotta love the man, but he's a man. And if you are a man and you're watching this video, I apologize. But you know exactly what I'm talking about. Guys, they open the spice cabinet or they open the whatever cabinet and they don't see the item. And it's sitting right smack dab in front of them. So, women don't do that. No, we don't. We know exactly where our stuff is and we know how to find it. And so, now when I give him instructions as to where stuff is, I make sure that I give them it very detailed. So, it's behind the ketchup, behind the mustard, behind the mayonnaise, and it's in the side drawer. Second one down from the top, third one down from the bottom. Boom. and I love my husband, I love men, but I know that you guys can relate. I just know you can relate. So anyways, that's that. This is almost dry, but I am going to go ahead and plug in my dryer and dry it a bit more. I might have to invest in a heat gun maybe in the near future, but for now, this one's working. I have a little extension cord here. I have to see what's being plugged in. Okay, I can probably unplug that big one because I don't really need that right now. And in fact, I'll just move this aside. How do you like my wild side? Right? I love leopard print. And in fact, I have quite a few items in my wardrobe. And so this next project, I'm kind of struggling, really, because I pulled out some ribbon, and I'm just not sure if I should play it safe or if I should play it on the wild side. So I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna let you guys choose, or I'll at least have some input. I'm still gonna choose, but write it in the comments. And if you are watching this, be sure to say hi. Be sure to say hi. It is so much fun to be on here, and I prefer to do lives. I really do. But I want to share this other places, and sometimes when I do the lives on Facebook, I can't get them to upload to YouTube. So that's why I'm doing this video separately. So, anyways, I need an IT guy. That's what I need. I need someone that can hook me up. I need to know how to post to social media regularly. I need to know how to tie them all together, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I'm just old. I am very computer technology challenged. There's no other way to say it. I'm challenged. I'm not afraid to admit it. You don't have to be afraid to admit it. If you're not technically challenged, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay in my book. So, okay. This is looking pretty good. Hopefully this hairdryer noise isn't too much for you. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. I'm here in California, a little town called Kingsburg, and it is a little Swedish town. And it is so cute, it's so adorable. People are so nice here, which coming from where I was before, people weren't very nice, so I'm happy to be here. But Kingsburg, California, they're so nice, they're so sweet. Let me tell you, okay, this is looking pretty good. It's a little bit wet. It's not bad, not bad. Okay, so I'm going to be taking this little print that I have here, and I'm going to be mounting it to this frame, or this piece of wood. First, before I do that, I think what I'm going to do is, this is so pretty. I hate to waste it. Okay. I don't know. I can't decide. Actually, you know what? I'll change my mind. I'm going to leave it this color. I will have to do probably a little touch-up paint on it, which I guess I should do that now before I start the rest of my project. That's somewhat disappointing. Okay, well, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and give this a second coat of plaster. Oops. Things are falling. Oh, I told you I put this shelf up and it was supposed to be helpful. And I guess it kind of is, but sometimes things fall down. forbid we should have an earthquake here in California, because that would be disastrous for all of the crafts stuff. Because I'm pretty sure that this fifth wheel would be shaking, it'd be moving. Do y'all remember that saying back in the 70s? I don't know, maybe you don't, maybe you've never heard it, but it used to be, if the fans are rocking, don't come a knocking. Now I've really aged myself, holy cow. And actually, I probably didn't even need to do the center, I just needed to do the edge, because I'm gonna add this other thing to it. But all right, should it ever fall apart, you see, underside will be perfect, be all painted right. Which, okay, so now you know, because I had to do this for the last coat, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna dump my little paintbrush. I'm gonna get out the old heat gun. And for those of you that just tuned in, I know this is not a heat gun. I was trying to be funny. It's supposed to be a joke. If y'all didn't get it, I'm sorry. Because it was supposed to be funny. Did y'all giggle? I hope you giggle. I like to giggle. I love to laugh. That's my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world, is laugh. Well, except for maybe drink champagne. I like champagne too. I do like it. I like it. I'm proud of it. But anyways, other than that, I love to laugh. Unfortunately, I probably should have married a comedian the way that I like to laugh. Because I really, I mean, seriously, my husband's not all that funny. I don't know any real good jokes. But I do like comedy. I like it when it's kind of clean, you know. I don't really like all the unnecessary stuff that's in there, you know. I don't need to have you refer to your beep or your beep. I don't need to hear it. But if you got something really funny, I like it. Leanne Morgan, I think is her name. She's one of the comedians that I like. There's a site called Dry Bar Comedy, and it's pretty much G, maybe PG rated. So if you don't like to hear all that garbage stuff, then that's where you might like it. Okie dokie. Hopefully you can hear me over that blow dryer. I mean heat gun. Okay, so got this all dried. Got my little plain board, which I love. I'm gonna take a little bit. Actually, I'll do that at the end. Okay. So I got this little 4x6 frame. It's a pretty gray color. Nothing real special, but you know, I like it. I think it's very, I have a lot of gray in my house. And what's interesting is, usually I go all like modern farmhouse or whatever. And this time, I'm gonna go, well, I guess it's kind of modern farmhouse. I don't know, maybe. Kind of French farmhouse. So I'm gonna use a little bit of French design. Oop. Well, those little guys are already popping out. Well, that wasn't hard. I'll give you one guess where I bought this frame. Oh gosh. You know, to be honest, I don't even know how they can manufacture stuff for what they do. Ooh. Seriously. So, I think I might give this a little dollop of glue in the corners to kind of hold it in. And it's still a little dirty, but that's on the outside. I'll wipe the inside and then I'll clean that with some Windex. I forgot. Okay, y'all. I'm at the point now where under this pile of flowers is a pair of cheaters. Yes, I wear cheaters. I have to wear cheaters. Because I can't see this close-up stuff if I don't. So, I think I need it for my bangs, guys. What do you think? Okay, so now that I can see, I'm going to put a little bit of glue in these corners and try to get this frame in there before the glue dries and it won't stick. Okay, I'm just going to hold it down for a second. So, how's your day going? I hate to wait for glue to dry. It's like watching a pot of water trying to boil. I hate it. There's one thing that God did not give me, and that is a tremendous amount of patience. Okay. Looks good. I think I got it in there. Okie dokie. So, let's go back to our little item that we have here. And this item also. So, I'm just going to go ahead and recycle this, the back of this. I am going to try to pop this off. If I can't get it off, they come off pretty easy. At least they're supposed to. I might have to get my pliers. My little baby pliers. My pliers for jewelry, my little babies. Ta-da! Ooh. Got a garbage. And it's got a couple of these little guys on there too. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull those off too, because why not? And these I'm going to save because those could be helpful with another craft. And I must say, guys, are you guys like, I call it a collector of fine items. My husband, on the other hand, calls it hoarding, which I don't think is really a fair word to use. I don't hoard. I mean, hoarders, they have like, you know, a little tiny pathway to walk through. You ever watch that hoarder show? Some of those places are scary, but I always feel so sorry for them. Those people, I always feel so sorry for them. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned this off. And I have another piece of cardboard here. And I actually think, I don't know. All right, we'll just go with this. And hopefully those little buttons, holes, or whatever they are won't show through. We're hoping. So I'm gonna flip this paper over to the back. And we're gonna cut ourselves out. Actually, we're gonna trace it out first. And there's a little white edge around this little printout. So I want to make sure that I don't get that on there. And I've got a pen. And I'm gonna, maybe go over a little bit. No, I guess actually I don't need to on that one side, huh? Because that's the center of the paper. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna cut this out. These glasses are a little bit too big. They keep falling off my nose. Give this a little cut. And that should be just the right size. Set that aside because we'll use that again. To put inside on top of this. So, you can do this a couple different ways. Some people like to Mod Podge, and that would be perfectly fine. I hate Mod Podge, I really do. I can't seem to get the wrinkles out, no matter what I do. I have tried like I'm not sure what you call it, but you put the stuff on first, and then you let it dry, and then you use a hot iron to kind of smooth it out. And even that doesn't work for me, guys. So Mod Podge isn't my favorite. So I think what I'm going to do, honestly, because I think I can and I think I can get away with it, I have some, where did it go? I have some 2-way tape. Double-sided tape is what it's called. And I think what I'm going to do is get rid of this stuff that's on here because it's been floating around in the drawer for a while, so the sticky stuff has some icky on it. Okay, and I don't think I'm gonna need a super lot of this, but I'm gonna use this to attach it to the back of this frame. And hopefully it'll stay down when I put the other sticker on it. Can't remember if this is a sticker or a decal or like a window cling. I think it's a sticker. And there are all kinds of really cute, clip art items that are French themed, and you could maybe choose a music sheet as a background. I just chose this one because I saw it and I fell in love with it. I just thought it was so pretty. And so I went ahead and printed off this one. But don't worry, I'm going to come up with some more projects that include some of the other items the other clip art items that I downloaded, because they're really cute. So I don't know, I'm going to try, ever since my mom's birthday, my cousin has all kinds of French stuff, French couture in her house. And I love it. I think it's so pretty. But I also like the farmhouse aspect. So French farmhouse is kind of the look I like. And I know there's a lot of people that like that too, and some that don't. And if you're one of them that don't, then disregard. But if you are interested in learning something new, then you'll tune in, because new things come sometimes at the moments when you least expect it. So, oh, I like that. That turned out good. A little bit of extra tape here. I was gonna leave it so it'll tape into the frame a little bit better, but I changed my mind. Okie dokie. Alright, so got that. Now I'm gonna take off this little sticker. And sometimes I like to trim these because sometimes the edges around the stickers are like way big. Like, I don't know if you can see that or not, but see that up there? So I'm actually going to take the scissors and I'm going to trim it down. I like it to kind of go around the item on the sticker a little bit more. Oopsie. Don't do that. Don't tear it. Yeah, that's better. And it's not really these edges are important, because the whole design is a sticker, right? So it's okay to trim them down, because they will stick no matter what. Your item. So try to keep them kind of smooth though. I'm not sure exactly how much will show, but in case a little bit more shows, I don't want to have all these weird jagged cuts. I don't want you to be able to see them. challenging. Actually, you know what? I should get a sharper pair of scissors. Those are the scissors that I use to cut stuff, you know, wire, plants, sticks, you know, dowels, those little things, skewers, that kind of stuff, other things that you use for crafting. And these little guys, whoops, even though I'm turning them upside down, are a little smaller, so I think I can get into the design a little bit better. Get the excess of the... Y'all, I'm just sticking this on my table for now because it'll come off. It's a cloth tablecloth. Oh, try not to get, as you can see, I should have used baby wipes. You can see a little bit of my fingerprints on this. And I guess what I should have done, was to leave it on the paper and cut the excess off. That would just be too easy now, wouldn't it, Monica? Yeah. That would just be too simple of an idea. Ridiculous. Sometimes I scare myself. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, look at what I did. Isn't that amazing? And other times I'm like, get off the crazy train, girl. Because what you doing don't make any sense. That happens sometimes. It happens a lot of times. Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, I too have crazy moments. I do things that I think make sense to me, when in fact they make sense to no one, even me. The other day I bought this cute little wooden plant stand. I got it at Walmart, Better Homes and Gardens. It's really actually for the money. It's very, very pretty. And it's because my husband got his new recliner. The old recliner was had seen better days, let's just put it that way. And it's really sad because his chair that he had before, the last chair, lasted him like 10 years, and it was just a cheapy chair. And so this last one, we bought it online. Isn't it amazing what you can buy online? Because you can just about buy anything. So we bought a chair. So we brought the chair home, came in 2 pieces. He put it together, and he sat in it, and he sat in it, and he slept in it, and he sat in it some more. And what do you know? That dang piece of furniture wore out. So we had to get a new chair. I mean, you know, he was doing okay in it, and you know, he was making it last. He was sufficing with the chair, but it really had outgrown its welcome. So we started looking around for chairs, and we looked online, and we went to furniture stores, and you know, blah 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 blah. And we ended up buying a Lazy Boy chair. I never really thought, oh, Lazy Boy, you know, it's been around a long time, and you know, it's cool and all that, but it's really expensive. So I never really thought seriously about buying one. But we went to several different furniture stores, and there was nothing like the Lazy Boy. I'm telling you, if you are looking for the most comfortable chair you have ever sat in, in your entire life. Buy yourself a lazy boy. It is so comfortable. Okay, so I got this all excess stuff kind of cut out. I think we're gonna go this go this direction, and we're just gonna put this little beauty there's no getting it off now on top of here, and we'll just smooth it on down. It's a little bit off center, but yeah, it's okay. And I'm going to try to get all the little bubbles out. Trim off a little bit. It's hanging over the edges here. What do you think? Pretty, huh? So I'm going to put this back in the frame. Should pop in there pretty easy, and it does. And I've decided that I'm going to put a piece of cardboard on here because I like the way that looks. So it's a little bit more dimensional. The only problem is I'm not sure how I'm going to cover the edges so you don't see them on the side. So, all right, we'll forget that. Okay, so just to keep this from popping out, I'm going to add a little bit of glue around the edges so it stays put. Not too much. I don't want it to go through to the other side and show on the front. So, back to watching the glue dry. Paint dry, glue dry, pot boil. It's all the same. I just don't have the patience for it. Alright, I think that's pretty good. And, much to my surprise, you can't see those little things through it either. Okay, so now I'm going to find the center of this guy. And actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to give this a little bit of a whitewash. So this is just some paint that I bought at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever. And I was actually going to paint my coffee table. I have this really cute, I'll show you sometime. This cute coffee table that opens up. And I really like it. Ew, gross. Ugh. That's disgusting. Ugh. Yuck. Oh, garbage can tipped over. Alright, I better start spreading this around before it gets too dry. I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit of a choppy look here. Or kind of a wood grain, I guess you could say it. Now I need to do the center because we are going to be covering that part up. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying, y'all? I don't remember now. My mama used to always say, if you don't remember, it must not have been important. Now, whether that's true or not, the debate is still open. But I guess if you don't remember it, then you don't miss that you forgot it. Okay. This is actually turning out pretty good. I like it. sure I get around the edges because I kind of like that look. And a little bit at the top. So yeah, so anyways, I went and bought this paint, and that's what I was going to do my coffee table in. And y'all, this is acrylic paint. So this is just one of those samples. I think it cost me like $3. And I got a pretty good sized container. So I don't know, I think it's a little bit more cost effective. And you pretty much could dye it any color that you know, have it dyed any color that you want it. Okay, I think that's plenty good enough. Ew. You guys, I don't want to have to get up and go to the sink, but I got paint everywhere. Ugh, gross. And now my lid doesn't want to go on. Not my best look. Oh, goodness. All right. Don't worry, we're going to finish the back later. Gosh, this is so gross. I need baby wipes. I know, they're no excuse. They're only $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. It's just that I never think of it when I go. Seems like there's always other stuff I want. I don't want to get the stuff I need. I want the stuff I want. Okay. And, ooh, I like that. That turned out pretty cute. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna just eyeball this. Oh, I forgot. Remember I brought all these cute little flowers? And I have a little teeny tiny little piece of styrofoam here that was left over from some project. And I'm not sure, but I'm kind of thinking, I think I might put this on the bottom and then build some flowers around it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on first, only because that way I'll know, excuse me, where to, ooh, don't let the glue string get on my glass. So I know where to, and I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not a big measurer, you guys. I just eyeball it, and looks good. And actually, I'm actually pretty decent at it. I'll go back and measure something afterwards because I'm just not really sure. Okay, I'm going to show you the proof. I'm going to show you guys. This was just eyeballing it. Let's just check this out. So in total, we have a little over 7 inches. And on this side, we have 2. And on this side, bam! 2! 2! 2 and 2! And that was just eyeballing it. That is some talent, you know what I mean? And so now I'm going to go ahead and center this. And I think I am, just because I think this is how it looks the best, I'm going to go ahead and like butt it up real close to this because I think that is the best. I think that looks the best. I probably should have kept my big hot glue gun hot because I hate using these little bitty ones. They don't, you can't really get enough glue out of them for what you need. And then you stick another glue stick in and it's too hard to come out, and all the stuff you've already glued is cold and drying, and you can't get it to work. Okay. Ooh. And then you get on your fingers. Yep, it's already getting cool. Okay. So, I'm just going to center this on here. Looking good. Press it down. Press, press, press. It already was getting dry because I was able to touch it with my chalky painty hands and it didn't burn me. Oh, this one is on low. I like these ones that have low and high. When you're doing styrofoam and stuff like that, if you can get it on, if you can keep it on low, it's a lot easier because sometimes your styrofoam will melt. Okie dokie. Oh, looks like it's on there pretty good. What do you guys think so far? I really kind of like that look. I was thinking about adding some bling bling to it, but I don't know if I will now. I just kind of like that French farmhouse look. Okay, alrighty then. So first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start with some greens down here, and I really, really love using I have a wire cutter somewhere. I really love using this lamb's ear. You get 2 stems for $2 at Walmart. Unfortunately, a lot of the times they're out. I'm taking the top off of both of them because they're a little bit, it's a little bit smaller towards the top. I think that look nice. Sometimes they're, but you know, Walmart seems like it's gotten restocked lately, and even the Dollar Tree has gotten restocked. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm just going to stick these little guys here on the side. And I will give them some, I'll give them some love in a moment. Give them some glue so they can stay in there nice and tight. And be happy little lamb's ears. I love this dusty color on these though. So cute, so pretty. It's just the perfect look for, you know, farmhouse items. Not too shabby. Yeah, I think that'll work. Might be better if this was just cut a little bit shorter. I haven't glued them in yet, so that's what I'm gonna do. Have a little razor somewhere here. There it is. Okay. Yep, I think I need to shorten this. It's a little bit too big. Oh, I'm at the end of my. I need a different one. Oh. I love these little things. And I just got 3 of them at the Dollar Tree. Okay. And these little blades, they have little ink grooves in them, so you can cut them off. Okay. And I'm not worried about cutting this off the bottom because it will be covered with the greenery. Done. Okay. This is so much better. I think this is really gonna do good. Trying to get the glue off, guys. Okay. Good enough. It won't show. Alright, so now let's put these little guys in again. This is a little shorter, and you could probably just glue these on to the wood itself. I've done that a lot of times. I just thought this time I might try something new. I had this little piece of foam sitting around, and I thought, well, let's give it a shot. Might as well use it. This might be a good place to use it. Oh, that's much better. Much better. That's what I was looking for. not so far off the edges to where it looks funny. And let's do the other side. And you don't even have to make a hole. You can just use your glue gun to melt that styrofoam and make a hole for it. Yep, 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 yep. Alrighty. Looks pretty good. Alright, and I know I have a few extra pieces here, so I need to put a couple here and there, random ones, just to make them look, you know, make it look like it's finished and polished. I know I got some small ones down here. I don't want them to be too big. Let's see. Yeah, that's too much there, I think, but okay. So I'm just gonna take these little guys. I think I love the Plaster 3, but I just don't think they're quite right. Like that. It doesn't quite look right. So I'm doing a little bit down here. A couple of these little guys. Oops. I put the hole in it. I forgot to put some glue in it. How many of y'all are into farmhouse decor? Do you guys like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Has it worn out its welcome? Are we tired of it? It's so funny. When you talk about trends, think about what we're seeing right now. I was at Walmart the other day, and let me tell you what I saw. Y'all you'll know. It was straight out of the 1970s. They had huge bell-bottom pants, and they're not boot cut. You know how boot cut goes a little flared at the ends, but for the most part it's pretty tight fitting and it looks good. Oh no. These jeans have big, gigantic legs. Some of them are cut off at the bottom, so they're straggly, which I have no problem with cut up jeans, folks. I don't have a problem. Some of my favorite jeans have holes in them, which drives my husband crazy because he doesn't understand why somebody would want to wear jeans with holes, which is kind of funny, I think. But that's just because my husband's a cowboy. He's an old cowboy. But anyway, so yeah, a while back I thought, oh, you know, I started seeing some polyester bell-bottom jeans, you know, and I thought, oh, good Lord, not these again. And then the next thing I knew, they were on the clearance rack. I thought, okay, good, because not everybody can wear those and have them look good. All those wild patterns and stuff. So, so I was at Walmart, and so now the new trend is bell-bottom jeans. So they just took it a whole nother level. And I know for one, I have no intention of wearing bell-bottom jeans. And double that up with a crop top, of course. Nah, it's not happening. Not ever since I got this belly. How you guys can relate, I'm sure you do. You can call it COVID belly, or you can call it I don't get it belly. You can call it I like cookies, I like ice cream belly. Or you can call it I like my wine belly. Any way you want to call it, I got the little belly. And as much as I want to get rid of the little belly, I just can't. It's hard work, guys. Anybody that struggled with weight loss, you know how hard it is. So, needless to say, the new fashion trends are not something you're going to see in my closet. Not anytime soon. I'll stick with my jeans, my regular normal jeans, with the holes. And, yeah, y'all can have your bell bottoms so you can keep them. Okay, so, pull this other one off. You know, I love these, but sometimes some of them look better than the others. And so I always try to find the ones that are the prettiest. You guys do that too? I like the pretty leaves. Okie dokie. Whoa. Got an itchy eyes, guys. So I showed you guys pictures of my kittens, and they're so freaking adorable. They just are so cute. But once I took them out of the, okay, so I shared some pictures, and I told you my mama cat had them in my drawer. My drawer that had all my, you know, Christmas sweaters and stuff like that in it. Somehow or another, she found a little space back behind it and climbed inside of that thing, and that's where she had her babies. This is her first litter, and she had 4 babies. 4. So I guess that's probably about average, I suppose. And she had them while I was gone on my trip up to Washington for my mom's 80th birthday. And I posted pictures of that. You guys probably saw that, but wonderful time. We had a great time. And so, yeah, so she had these babies while I was gone. And my husband, he says he went and looked for them, but I'm telling you, it's like how he looks for spices in the cabinet, right? We already ran over this. We already went over this. So, yeah, so he says he can't find them. So, first thing I do when I get back home, and we were supposed to be living in the Sacramento area, so I had booked my flight out of Sacramento, and then it turned out that we didn't go to Sacramento. Well, he did, but I didn't. And so, so I got this trip, and so I have to drive to Sacramento to get on the airplane. And from where I'm at to Sacramento is about a 5-hour drive. Whereas if we had moved there, I would have been about 30 minutes. So I had this huge long drive to get home, and it was maybe, I don't know, it was maybe like 8:30, 9 o'clock when I got home. And I'm telling you, the first thing I did was I went on a hide and go seek mission. They were hiding, I was going to find them. So anyways, I tore my closet apart. Holy cow, I had stuff strewn everywhere. Hangers here and hangers there, and you know, and unfortunately I have 2 dressers kind of in my closet. One has my clothes and the other one has craft supplies. What can I say? It has craft supplies. And special drawers. But anyways, so I started that one first, and I can't find the kitties. So I rip it all apart, and I got stuff strewn everywhere. Good Lord almighty, you wouldn't believe the stuff that I had strewn everywhere. And so I'm like, can't find them. So I start in it on the second drawer, second dresser. And I'm looking around, and at the very, very bottom drawer, I kind of look through the side there, and there's Mama and her 4 babies. 4 little babies. And they were maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days old when I got them. And oh, good Lord. As different as night and day. My girl is a calico. mixed with a stripy cat. And I don't know what you call those, tabbies maybe. Anyways, so she has 4 babies. One of them looks like her, but much more black. And I don't see much calico, but all the other stripy stuff. Then she's got one that came out, and it is tan colored, and it's tan everywhere, and the fur is kind of weird on that one. Then we have the red one. There's one that came out that has red stripes, and I'm not sure yet if it's a he or a she. I've looked, but I can't remember right now. And he's so adorable. He's so cute. And then the last one is a little gray one. And the little gray one has some stripes on his tail, but his belly's got polka dots on it. And he's so cute. But I promised my husband we would not keep him. And so they're going to be looking for homes. And the one that I would want to keep, if I could keep one, would be the little gray one, because he's so freaking cute. But I'm starting to see their personalities come out now. And the little gray one, he's a mischievous little troublemaker, let me tell you. I mean, you know, maybe some of you don't think that, and maybe some of you like rambunctious ones, but I'm telling you, this little guy, he's an escape artist. I moved him out of the closet, and I put him in a kennel, a big gigantic kennel, and big enough for mama, big enough for babies, you know, blah blah blah. And then I left the door open so that mama cat can get in there. And next thing I know, I go in there, and the little gray one has managed to escape through a little teeny tiny little hole about this big, maybe not even that big, that was past the gate, which I had blocked off, and underneath little tiny part of the bed. So he's over there just wandering around. Woohoo! What's new? What's new? And so cute. But dang it. He's got that attitude. He's got that attitude. He's just gonna be a monster. I know he is. So I like mellow cats. I like cats that like to snuggle, and you know, I want them to snuggle with me. And so the little gray one, as adorable as he is, he's not a snuggler. And so I guess it's probably a good thing, because if he was, I'd probably have to put my foot down. No, not really. I would never do that. But yeah, it would be tempting to keep that little guy. And he is a boy. And I'm not particularly fond of boy cats. Everybody has their opinion. I think they're fine if you get them fixed ASAP right away. If not, they do have a tendency to want to spray and mark their territory. And sometimes they do that even after they've been fixed. It can happen. So, I just don't, I don't really like wickets that much. So my other cat, is Bella. Bella is a big, gigantic furball. She is long hair, and she probably, the last time I took her to the vet, she weighed 16 pounds, and she's probably more than that now, because I've been feeding the mama kitties some extra food, and Bella has to have some too. She throws a fit if she doesn't. So she's probably gained a couple pounds, and she's mellow. All she does is she finds her little place on the back of one of the couches, And she just lays there and she naps, and then she wakes up and she come get some food or some water and goes back, and I open the back window for her, so she likes to look out the window, and she used to like to go outside until one of the stray neighborhood cats got the better of her one day. And so now she looks at the door and she doesn't want to go out, which I'm perfectly fine with, because I didn't like her going out anyways. I really didn't. I didn't like her going out. And you know, everybody has, again, their opinion as to, you know, what cats should be, whether they're indoor cats, outdoor cats, barn cats, wild cats. That's a football team. Maybe basketball. I don't know. It's got to be a high school. It's got to be a high school. What are those things called? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, guys. Mascot. Mascot. So it's got to be a mascot somewhere. Anyways, so I'm perfectly good with her staying in. But I'll tell you what, she was here first, and so she didn't take too well to Zoe coming into the house. And Zoe was just tiny when I got her, but she still didn't like her. And so she eventually kind of got used to her, and she'd still kind of hiss at her and, you know, pounce on her once in a while, whatever, and Zoe would pounce back. And Zoe's a tiny kitty. Zoe's not big and fat and fluffy like Bella. She's just tiny, and now that she's nursing these kittens, she's skin over bones, and I feel so bad for her, but she's just tiny. That's just how she's made. So, Bella eventually kind of got used to her, and you know, the two of them got along pretty well. And Bella has always, she's always come into the bedroom, and she sleeps behind my head. And once Daddy gets up to go to work, then she then she goes and she lays on his pillow. That's what she does. And so, okay, what do you guys think? So I got some flowers to add to it. Yeah, I definitely went for the farmhouse look. I would say probably my bling bling that I was thinking about using. I don't think it's gonna work now. Let's see here. Yeah, probably should. Probably should have taken that a different direction, but oh well, it's pretty. So I have some flowers here. So, anyways, now that the kittens have come, Bella doesn't want anything to do with our bedroom at all. She doesn't come out. She stays on the back of the couch in the living room, and I feel bad for her. I do. I feel so bad. But, yeah, you know, it's her thing. Can't force her. I tried taking her in there and putting her in bed. My head. And she just knows. She just knows there's something wrong. And so all of a sudden now she hisses and snarls and at Zoe, where she had gotten used to her and didn't do that anymore. But now she does it to her again, and what can I say? What can I say? I think that's too big. These are pretty. That's not bad. I have one of these too. Oh, I kind of really like this pink one. It's light. So Bella's back to snarling at Zoe. I took the kitten out, let her sniff it. She wanted nothing to do with the kittens. She's just a very, very, very spoiled little kitty. And she doesn't like anybody else on her turf. So, and I don't blame her, you know. I like my turf. I like my stuff. And these guys have really disrupted her stuff. So I will be looking for homes for them. I'm in California. And I wish I could ship them to you, but unfortunately, I don't think I can. So if you're local, you know, Central California area, just, I'm trying to wean them now from their mama and give them, I was thinking about a bow, but I guess I'm not going to do a bow. Or maybe I can still do a bow. They look cute on the top. Have a bow. So yeah, they need to find homes. I'm probably, some of you might consider me to be a horrible person because I chose not to have my baby girl fixed. And I know that, you know, people that have their opinion. But I'm just gonna say it. I'm a nurturer. I love nurturing things, and now my kids are all gone and grandbabies are all gone, and I love my little furry bundles of joy. They make me happy. Whether or not I'll let her have another litter, that's another story. Not really sure. I love these kittens, but oh gosh, I'm telling you, they're a lot of work. They're a lot of work. I have to keep them captive, and they pin down their mama. Holy cow, they pin her down. They're just hungry little vicious animals. No, they're not vicious. They're loving. But all I want to do is eat all the time. That poor mama. She's constantly feeding them. And they're fat little roly-poly things too. So, I had an incident about a week and a half ago. And I've tried to keep my cats indoor, but, you know, inevitably something happens. And my Zoe, my mama cat, she figured out how to have a door with a screen, and there's a little plastic thing that goes like this, and if that thing is open, you reach the handle, right? She's out. She's out. She has figured out how to jump. Good thing she's a little kitty. To jump all the way from the floor to that, land on a step outside, and boom, 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 down she goes. And she's learned how to get back in the house too when she wants to. But about a week or so ago, Zoe went outside. And I didn't think too much of it. You know, she does. She goes outside sometimes, and, you know, not a big deal. And so pretty soon it goes on, well, you know, maybe 2 hours have passed by. And if she does go outside, she usually just will stay like right here by the door. I have some concrete blocks, and she likes to go out there and she just lays, and or she'll go. We're at a place now that has a river and a lake, so there's a lot of sand, and they'll go out there and roll around in the sand and happy as a clam. And so now it's going on about, she went out maybe 2, and now it's going on about 9 o'clock in the, I take that back. It was about, because my husband and I went out looking for her. So we go out looking for her, and we can't find her, and we're calling. And now by this point, I'm really upset. Because there was, like I said with Bella, there was a cat that was meandering around here that got the better of her. And so, and my husband's not very helpful. he is telling me that, oh, she's probably gone, that cat probably got her and drug her off and she's dead or dying or whatever. And now I'm in tears. My little Zoe baby is gone and I'm in freaking tears. And so I come in the house and, you know, and I'm all crying and I'm all upset, and it's about 6:30 now. And so next thing that hits me is I think, oh my gosh, these babies are tiny. They're going to need some food. Who's going to feed them? So I Google it, and you know that kittens can only, when they're young like that, they can only go about 12 hours or 10 hours or something like that without food. And so I'm panicking now, and I'm thinking, holy cow, it's a Sunday. And so I call, I get on my phone and I call, and sure enough, the PetSmart was open, and it was was a long ways away. Let's just put it that way, about 25 minutes, and they close at 7. So I jump in my car and I take off to PetSmart, and I call them on my way when I'm driving, and I'm like, can you guys please, I've got kittens, and you know, can you get together like a little thing, whatever they need, the little bottle and the little food and everything. And the lady says, well, we're really busy, kind of busy right now, so I'll try. So I'm driving like a bat out of hell, let me tell you. And out here where we're at, there's a lot of farm country. You know, contrary to what people believe, California isn't all beaches and, you know, things like you see on TV, surfers and all that stuff. California is really about farmers. There's a lot of growers here. And you probably knew that because, you know, when you go to the grocery store and you go to get some blueberries or raspberries or something, you find out that they're all from California. Hey, Nathan. It's coming to get there. And just a couple more little white sprigs. And I don't think I want to put any yellow ones on there. I don't think I want to. I keep putting these little white ones. But I think it's just going to get too busy. So we'll add a couple more of these so we have 3 on each side. So, okay, so I'm driving like that out of hell, and I get there literally 5 minutes till they close. And I run in the store, and I can see that there's nothing waiting for me on the counter. There are people that are in line because they're closing, right? Everybody's got to pay for their stuff. So I run back, and I'm looking everywhere for this dang cat stuff, you know, stuff to feed babies. And I can't find it. I'm looking everywhere, and there's a guy over there taking his time at closing, getting some crickets for somebody, which I think is disgusting. They have reptiles that eat crickets. Disgusting. And I'm like, where do I find this? I can't find it. So he points me down the aisle. I was already down back and forth twice. And sure enough, down there at the very bottom was some kitten formula. And hanging right by it was some bottles. A little bottle with all the little attachments, you know. So I grab them, I go get in line, and I'm paying for my stuff. And well, first of all, the girl that had obviously had answered the phone earlier comes up, and she looks at me, and she sees me from across, you know, from her register, and she's like, "Oh, you're the lady that called." I go, "Yeah." She goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't get time." And she goes, "Well, you know, to be honest, I forgot." Okay, fine. You forgot. I forget things all the time. But this was a little important. This is how I'm going to keep my kittens alive. So, anyways, I get to the register, and she's very kind. She's a sweet young thing, maybe in her 20s. And she tells me, there are some places that will foster, you know, blah, 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 blah. So she writes them down for me, and I pay for my stuff, and I come home and I try to feed the babies. They don't want nothing to do with that baby food. And I'm telling you, anybody that's had a baby, you guys will know. Oh, I kind of really do like this on there. It's kind of wild, but I kind of like it. I don't know. I think I don't know. What do you guys think? So I fix up some formula, which smells exactly like baby formula, and I paid, I think, $27 for this can of freaking kitten formula. And ooh, I don't know, that's kind of cute. But then it covers up all of the gray that I just did, so we're not gonna do that. Anyways, this is pretty much it. I might add a bow to the top, but this is tonight's project. Kind of a farmhouse item. Everything here was Dollar Tree, except for the lamb's ear. That was Walmart. But little things, some paint. That's a Dollar Tree frame. That's one of those stickers. So, what do you guys think? I love it. I think it's cute. And that'll be in my Etsy shop soon. But, anyways, and I'm crying. You know, I'm trying to feed these kittens. They won't eat. I don't blame them. I mean, I'm sure that shit don't taste as good as mama milk. So, all of a sudden, we're watching TV. I got the kittens back in their drawer, and I hear this meow. And I said to my husband, "Did you hear that?" He goes, "What?" I go, I think I heard a meow." And sure enough, Zoe is outside the house. It's 10, 11 o'clock now, pitch black, and there she is. So that was a very happy moment. Of course, I cried again because now I'm crying tears of joy. And my baby girl is back and she's feeding her babies. And so they're coming along well. But anyways, okay, so thanks for being here, guys. I know this one was a little long. I'm looking at the timer there and it's like an hour, almost an hour and a half. I apologize. This did not need to be an hour and a half project. But it's been a while, so it's kind of a craft and chat time. Yeah, you got to hear the latest and all the good news about, you know, all the good stuff. So anyways, I just want to thank you again for being here and for watching, taking the time to watch. And again, visit me at Glass Bird Bath Crafts. My name is Monica. And I love you guys. Thanks for being here. See you next time.